All right. I'm letting you know, sir, that
So,
you are being recorded, sir.
yes, all right. So I didn't watch Loki, just so we get that out of the way. I didn't get time. I'm lacking.
Well,
I'm
well,
behind.
well can I introduce the show?
No. Yeah, introduce the show. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm excited.
All right. Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, the podcast devoted to talking shit and self-improvement. My name is Brett Scott,
I'm Jesse Cole.
and we are the Long Lost Brothers.
I like that energy. It's been a minute, man. How has Brett Scott been? Talk to me.
Um, doing pretty good, man. I got that uncut energy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, LLB.
So
Is that
I
how
don't
we
know.
do
Actually,
it?
things are going. Look, I went on vacation, right? Remember, I was talking about I was going to go on vacation.
Yeah.
So that was the last time we've done a podcast before I went. So we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it was fucking great, man. It was for the most part a pretty damn good time with the family. Like we was on the beach. We went out to eat like once a day, different restaurants and shit. And what else did we do? We went to an alligator fucking, I guess it's an alligator farm, but it's like a little reptile zoo. Alligators, but they had other shit like monkeys and stuff randomly too. But it was mostly an alligator and reptile place. It was pretty fucking sweet. So we did that. We went to a place called Wonderworks, which is pretty badass. It's a giant like science-based fun house museum, and there's all kinds of shit in it. There's like rides.
That's dope.
There's like a VR roller coaster that literally fucking spins around like you're training for the space shuttle and shit.
That's badass. I was on like a little one like that at the arcade or now, but not like on that level.
Right. It's like that one at the arcade though. It's just like that, except the motherfucker like goes up in the air, spins around, does fucking
What?
side rolls. Yeah, it's nuts.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, so there was that. There was like a zip line there. There was a rope course there. It was crazy. It was just a ton of stuff, but it was badass. So the kids really enjoyed that, and then obviously we spent some time on the beach. I got a little bit of sun. You can't really tell because I'm in the dark here, but I got a little bit of sun
I could tell.
on my pale ass. Yeah, it was a long ass road trip, man. We drove, so without stops, it would have been a 10-hour each way.
Yeah, but there ain't no without stops if the wife's in the car. I get it.
No, and the wife and 3 kids. So
No, I know, man. I always think about that. If we were to take the kids,
and well, listen, man. I honestly, surprisingly, the kids did really fucking well. Their first road trip ever over like an hour or 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And surprisingly, they did really fucking good. I was actually really surprised. But that being said, next time we're fucking flying. We're flying. That's silly. I drive for a living. I don't need to be I don't need to be working on the vacation.
I know, right? Like I got to commute now, so it's like driving on the weekend. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But I still do because I love to go places. But
yeah. So it was fun. We spent I think 4 nights or 5 nights down there. It was a good time. It's a good time. I enjoyed myself. I did nothing in terms of like podcasting, making videos, nothing. I took a break from everything. And it was nice. It was kind of nice to just have the break from feeling like something was on the horizon. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad that you had a good vacation. You did FaceTime me one time in your vacation. I was like, yeah.
But
unfortunately, it was short lived. You had dad stuff to do, and I think I was in my office when you FaceTime me. But I was like, look at Brett Scott out here on the beach.
Yeah.
On the balcony overlooking some beautiful, beautiful water. I was proud of you, man.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. The only downside is like I'm afraid I might have COVID now. Like we went down there and it's like a different world down there, like compared to where we're at.
Yeah.
We lifted our orders early in June, like June 2nd or something, or June 14th. I don't know. We lifted the orders like a week before we went down there. But still, all the places you go require you to wear masks, like the grocery stores and stuff like that. You know, they say if you haven't been vaccinated, wear a mask. Well, South Carolina wasn't like that at all. There was no signs to say be vaccinated or wear a mask. There was nothing. It was just like 2019 down there. It was crazy.
There was a sign that said, "Do you, boo?"
Whatever you fucking want. Hey, you wear a mask if you want. I saw like 6 people in masks in the whole fucking city. And honestly, my family was some of the mask wearing people. Like anytime we went indoors somewhere, like we're in close proximity to people, we just wore our masks. Like, cause it's smart. You ain't gotta go to a heavily populated. Yeah, you don't want to go to a dense ass populated place full of people walking around super close to everybody, and people who have probably not been wearing masks for a long time. You know what I mean? And aren't vaccinated.
And I want to almost want to Google what their COVID numbers are in South Carolina right now. And then you were saying earlier today, right? That you kind of feel a little sketchy, right?
Yeah, man. I've been extra fucking tired. That could just be kind of like the lag from vacation time and getting back into work routine and stuff. But man, it's been hard to get up in the morning, and it just. I had a headache today for the first time in my life. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but
calm down, Donald Trump. I've never had a cold. I've never had a cold in my life.
Bro, this is no bullshit. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I don't get headaches. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is. I've had a headache before, never severe. I'm talking like a couple minutes where my head throbs. I've had a hangover headache. I have never had a headache like that people describe I feel sick, especially no migraines or nothing like that. Never have with bad headaches. So when people say I have a headache, I can't even empathize with people when they're like, man, I got a bad headache. I'm like, I don't know what that's like. Man, it's weird.
I had some kind of sinus shit at the start of this week, man. I was down, bro. And my head hurt hella bad. And it's all the kids had a cold, and then but I didn't have none of the respiratory shit, but I could hear fluid in my ear. My head hurt hella bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't know. I stayed home one day. Just got over it, man. But it was just a little thing, I'm good now. But yeah, I was like, please don't be the COVID. Please don't. It's man, no matter what kind of shit you get now, it's is this COVID?
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Next week is my marathon, man. I'm on 5 days out from running the marathon, and I'm worried, if I am getting sick, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I don't want it to fucking keep me from doing it. I don't want it to be day before I fucking wake up and it's oh, you got COVID for sure, buddy.
Oh, man. Nah, I think that, you've been home how many days now?
From vacation?
5 days, 4 days?
They say it could take up to 5 days. But what I'm saying is if I'm already exhibiting these symptoms, if it's just starting... it's scary. But like I said, we did wear masks down there. You know what I'm saying? We did use sanitizer. We did.
Man, I watched this one thing on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The masks don't matter.
Yes, I've heard that. I've heard these things. They can't really just tell you to shut the fuck up. The masks don't matter.
Man, honestly, you can. It's like a nice little security blanket, but I wear a mask because it's a social norm, but honestly, it's like trying to keep a mosquito out with a chain link fence.
I get it. I understand what you're saying. I just, man, yeah. We fucking wear masks.
I still wear masks too. You mask up. That's what you do. That's the protocol. And it would maybe it's a stupid ass mosquito hit that chain link fence or something. But
yeah. Well, here's how I think of it though. Asian people have been doing this shit forever, to try to keep from getting colds. This is way before COVID. Asian people, you'd see them on planes and shit in airports, and they'd have masks on.
Yeah,
And there's something to it, or they wouldn't do that shit. You know what I mean? Maybe it does. Maybe it won't stop COVID, but maybe it stops some other shit. I know that this whole year has been the healthiest of my life, and I've been wearing a mask, so that might.
I'm not trying to talk anybody out of wearing a mask for sure. I'm not wear your mask, get your vaccine, do your thing, man. Whatever keeps people safe, man. I'm good with that. But I think in the way that I understand it, I'm not saying I'm some cultured individual, but in Japanese culture, the reason that they would wear a mask is I'm sick. I'm sick. So I'm wearing a mask to protect you guys, to show respect for you, right? So that's the way that I understand it. But then it's everybody wearing a mask, everybody might have it. So it's we're all wearing masks of respect for each other. So that's the way that I'm trying to I'll wear a mask, but if I'm not within 5 feet of you, or like
Yeah.
if I'm not like up on you, man, like I'm gonna just not wear a mask. Like,
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. If it stops the germs from getting out,
yeah, like if you're gonna cough, it'll be like covering your cough, right?
right? But I'm saying, like, what the fuck does that do? If it doesn't keep shit out, it ain't gonna keep shit in either.
That's just what I don't know. That's just the way that
So
I understand it culturally. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. I think that is why people like. I think that's why you're supposed to wear a mask, is to keep other people safe, not you from getting
yeah,
something. But the argument's stupid because if it don't work one way, it ain't gonna work the other way either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
I smell what the bread's cooking. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So what else been going on, Jesse Cole?
I've been lifting weights. I've been losing weight.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I thought like, man, okay. So you know me, I'm impatient as fuck.
yes,
Right? Like I want everything right now. It's
this is
my
true.
money. And I'm like on that J.G. Wentworth shit, man. It's my money and I want it now. You guys have that commercial on the East Coast? It's old.
JG Wentworth,
Yep.
877 catch now.
That's fucking right, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I just stopped weighing myself when I've just been like, I'll have like a little bite of carbs here and there, but not like getting out of ketosis stats. Maybe I might exceed a little bit, but I've been sticking to my diet, right? And we're on a solid fucking, I want to say almost damn near a solid month. And I was just like, man, I'm not losing weight because it's like I'm living in me and I'm not running and doing these extreme fasts. So the weight's not just fucking falling off me, But like today, I put on, I've been got caught up on laundry really. So like I had like just my skinny people clothes, man. And I was like, man, woke up a little bit late for work. I was like, shit, let me try on these punks real quick. My skinny boy office pants, man, fit right on. Had to get a belt. I was like, oh shit, all right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I weighed myself that night, and I usually weigh myself in the morning, and 10 pounds from my original morning weight at night when I'm fully hydrated and usually just drink like a liter of fluid before bed like I usually do, as 196. So I haven't been all religious with the scale. I've just been going to the gym, not obsessively, not freaking out if I miss a day, not fucking freaking out if I have a cheat meal. Just, that's all right, man. You don't fucking throw the whole car away because you get a flat tire, Just
yeah.
And so yeah, I've been training pretty good, staying on diet pretty fucking good, man. Just doing the thing, trying to say that, I watched the first episode of Loki. I'm behind a week, man. I didn't know they came out on Wednesday, and then yesterday I just didn't have time. I was busy doing some things.
Well, yeah. Damn, I wish we could talk about episode 2, man. That sucks.
I know, I'm so behind. I'll probably watch.
What do you think of Loki so far, though, with episode 1?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was like a little mini Thor movie, dude. But it's like just with the bad motherfucker, Like Thor's badass, but like he's so virtuous. And so with Loki, you don't know what this fool's gonna do. He might be
good.
He might be bad. He doesn't even know.
I know.
He might fucking catch Hawkeye's fucking arrow and snap it and then get beat up by the Hulk, or he might try to stab Thanos in the neck. You don't know.
Dude, yeah, Loki, the series, I love it because it's dealing with time travel. Like, I love that shit.
Okay.
Fucking anything sci-fi, you know what I mean? So not only are we dealing with, like, Norse mythology shit, but it's mixing in with some time travel, some multiverse shit.
Yeah.
And I think this is kicking off the multiverse so that we can get into the Spider-Man movie and this Multiverse of Madness movie. Like, I'm fucking pumped, man.
Yeah, and they're saying that's how they're going to bring the X-Men in too, right?
That's what I hope.
Okay, so there's all this shit on the interwebs, all the time. So somebody said that they're going to get Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine one more again and to bring him into the X-Men's into the universe. I don't buy it, but that'd be cool.
Well, here's the thing. I think they could bring him in for a cameo type deal.
Yeah, like kind of talking about like Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, he can't be
the new Wolverine.
Yeah, but it would be kind of neat if he just showed up like a Tobey Maguire. You know what I mean? Like
in a multiverse, you could do anything. You know,
they
he
could do.
Wolverine in this movie, but then like, man, and it's cool that Tom Hardy's Venom, but he would have been a bad motherfucker for fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
But he's also a Bane, so he might be too big.
Nah. He. The only thing with Wolverine is he's a big dude. He's just short. He's just super short. So he is jacked though.
Yeah.
So, but hey, man, if Hugh Jackman, I think, did a damn good job at portraying Wolverine, and that motherfucker's like 6'2".
Yeah, you know, that's true. He's a big dude, man.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like in the first movie, he's not super jacked. You know what I mean?
No,
but where's the one where he goes to Japan and fights the Silver Ninja?
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Dude is fucking shredded to the socks, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big ass cap delts, nice chest development, fucking 6-pack abs. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Also in Days of Future Past, fucking shredded, dude.
That's the one I'm thinking of when he goes back and he wakes up in bed with that girl.
Yep. Shredded.
He busts out the claws on that dude.
Yeah. What's funny is one of the big reasons why Hugh Jackman said that he was thinking about being done with Wolverine a long time ago was like
the physical training so much, right?
Yeah, he said each time he gets back in shape to do Wolverine, it's harder and harder each time. Like he's getting older. The dude's like 50 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like it's getting more and more difficult to get in that condition. It's taking him it used to take him 6 months to a year. It's taking him a full year every time. Like I mean, one role, like working up 1 year.
Jokes. That's a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's basically doing a bodybuilding show on top of fucking being on top of the acting, which, you know, I mean, people can be mad at the statement, but the acting in the X-Men movies is not the most, they got better. But if you watch the early ones, it's a little rough.
Yeah, some are good. I mean, like I said, Hugh Jackman, I think, nails it like the whole time. I think.
Oh no, man! The Wolverine, all the Wolverine movies, the Origins, all of that, I'm on board, man.
Yeah, I didn't
not like Wolverine. Origins, he's a bad motherfucker.
I didn't love. He's my all-time favorite character, dude. Yeah, but the Origins, I think the movie like kind of sucked. I just think it was shittily thrown together. But it wasn't because of Hugh Jackman. I think that dude was great, no matter what. Like,
I feel like Sabretooth in that movie. No. That's not that Sabretooth's all right. There's the first Sabretooth, man. He was horrendous, bro.
Yeah.
He was so terrible. I was
dude, wasn't it like Triple H or something that played Sabretooth in the first movie? Nah.
But the one that's in the movie, the other movie, the Origins, that dude kind of killed it. Cause he was tough, mean, like he was a good actor. And then when the young Magneto, that motherfucker is badass, bro.
Yeah,
that's a good actor. That dude killed it. I was like, and then this guy James McAvoy that played the Professor X, like, that fool kills everything he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's in a movie, I'm watching it and I'm liking it. Like, they fucking take my money, set me down. I'm on board. James McAvoy, fucking boss ass actor, dude.
Same, man. I can't wait till you.
You just put him on the cover. He didn't got to be in the movie. He's on the thumbnail. I'm like, oh shit! I'll just be waiting for him the whole time. Where's James McAvoy? So good. Dude. Split. Oh.
Yeah, Split was dope. Love that.
Yeah, we watched some movie on Netflix where he plays some like dude that's just losing his fucking marbles and he's like an alcoholic and he's like thinks his wife's coming home and he's a dirty cop. That's what he is, and he's just losing his fucking shit. I can't remember what it's called, but that fucking shit was good, man. And he's like speaking in his English accent, how he's like his real accent.
Yeah.
And that's crazy too, because Hugh Jackman is also Australian and he has an accent as well. And when he's in the Wolverine, he does not sound Australian.
Yeah.
Isn't fucking what's his name Australian too? Fucking Christian Bale. Is he like
I think so. Half these fucking people are foreigners, man, and they're playing Americans. I think, but it's like I think they're better at our accent than we are at theirs most of the time. Like you see there are Americans who can pull it off, but you know I've heard plenty of like if you play it in front of the audience of the people that actually speak that way, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean? Like to me, it sounds fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, you put them in front of. Yeah, it's funny to hear Christian Bale like, "I'm Batman," you know, and
I
then
like
like the rest of the time, he's
shit every time he talks.
like, yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I actually I listened to this X-Men um X-Men the animated series podcast where these dudes like watch each episode and talk about it.
Oh,
And
really?
they're yeah, and they're Australian guys. And
Okay.
it's fucking fun as fuck to listen to them talk, dude. You know what I mean? But they dog on people all the time that are supposed to be Australian characters. You know what I mean? They're like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of X-Men, so I think you're in this group too. It's an X-Men group on Facebook.
Okay.
I think it's just called X-Men. Anyway, so let's see X-Men tattoos. And me not thinking it's just a Marvel tattoo. I put a picture of me. I'm fucking jacked in this picture. I'm like ridiculously huge, right? With the abs. We got spray tan because we just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
And all these fucking soy boy fucking nerds are just making fun of me, dude. And I'm like, fucking nice shirt, or put your fucking shirt on. Fucking Captain America's not even a fucking X-Men, dude. And I'm just like, man, fuck you guys, dude.
There is no harsher critics than fucking nerds, bro. I'm telling you, I'm in a million fucking geek.
Well, they're like critiquing my physique, and then I'm like looking at their profiles, like seeing it, like you fucking sacks of fucking softness. Your body looks like whatever container you pour in fucking pieces of shit. I didn't say any of that. I'm not trying to like be a piece of shit, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, my ego is hurt, bro. My ego is hurt.
Well, maybe you should have had a fucking little X tattoo or like a Wolverine on you or something. You
might be a thing. I'm getting tattooed tomorrow, but it's not a X-Men thing. I'm
gonna go in that same group, Jesse. I'm gonna go in that same group where you said that. I'm gonna find that post, and I'm gonna post me shirtless with my Punisher tattoo and see if I get the same grief.
Man, if they look, me and you gonna go Jay and Silent Bob on them. If they talk shit, me and you's gonna drive around the country. We're gonna beat them up. Are you ball sucker 6999? Did you say Brett and Jesse need to put their fucking shirts on?
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
I am the click commander. Dude,
gotta love a clip like me. Love that movie, dude. Yeah. I love that movie.
Dude, yeah, I could watch that anytime.
Oh.
I think I used to have that maybe on VHS.
Dude, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, so like anything he puts out, and half of his movies are honestly like critically they're pretty fucking garbage, but but it's fun, man. Like he did this movie called Tusk, and it's all about this dude that gets turned into a walrus, and it's fucking I love it, dude. It's one of my favorites of his movies. But everyone dogs it.
With his daughter too, that was just out not that long ago.
Yeah, he puts his daughter in his movies now too, because she's like a grown-up shit fucking actress now.
Yeah, that's one way to make sure that.
He named his daughter Harley Quinn. Like that's how big of a fucking nerd he is.
Yeah, and he directed Daredevil, right?
I think he had something to do with writing Daredevil.
That's how Ben Affleck got in it, though.
Yeah, that's right. And that what's cool is that they had a falling out for a while. Like Ben Affleck just kind of like stopped talking to him, but now they're fucking cool again, which is cool because Ben Affleck was actually he had a little cameo in Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Oh really?
So, yeah, they're like friends again. It's kind of sweet to see. But
him and Matt Damon and all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's remember that movie Dogma?
Yeah.
Chris Rock. Ooh.
That's a good Kevin Smith movie right there, man. Dogma.
That's a fucking banger, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like people think like the last good thing he did was Clerks, but I think like Mallrats is good. Fucking
all that. Amy, come on, man.
Yeah, I think it's just the past like 10 years. The shit he's put out, people were like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
You know that late '90s, he's killing it. He had what's that dude? Motherfucker, that big old fat dude with a lot of weight. Ethan Smoley.
Ethan Suplee.
Ethan Suplee. Yeah, he had that dude in Mallrats, man. Remember that?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
get. I don't get it. He's looking at them
Yeah.
3D pictures. Man, that always made me laugh because I never could get see that picture either. I was like, everybody like, it's a dinosaur. Man. Wait, shut up! I'm trying to see this shit still.
Yeah, that movie was actually the first fucking Stan Lee cameo. Was fucking
Oh,
Mallrats. Yeah, he
yeah.
shows up at the end.
There was a minute where Kevin Smith was real popular, getting all the like people, everybody doing little cameos and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that dude though, man. Like, to this day, I listen to his fucking podcast every week. He's a podcasting machine. Like, dude,
Oh, really?
that motherfucker. Yeah, he has his own podcast network, right? And so he's got not only his shows, which he has like, it's kind of like me. He has like 4 or 5 podcasts that he runs. Like each day of the week, he's doing another podcast.
Oh,
And like, then on top of that, all his friends are on the same podcast network. Like, Tell 'em Steve Dave. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tell 'em Steve Dave, but and that's a reference from Mallrats. Tell 'em Steve Dave. But it's cool, man. It's a cool podcast because it's the two dudes who were on Comic Book Men. Remember that show on AMC?
I do.
It's those 2 guys, and then Q from the Impractical Jokers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dope podcast.
Right.
Yeah, you would like it. It's kind of like this. They just sit around and bullshit about shit, pop culture shit. Yeah, it's great. Anyway.
Yeah, I've been doing the Jesse Show a little bit. I've been doing my little keto episodes. I hate to critique my own show, but it's getting a little redundant. I don't have a lot to talk about. I was like, yeah, I'm just sticking to my diet and I'm losing weight. Like, I was like gonna have my friend on, but I'm so busy all the time, man. It's hard to always like catch people when we both have time, especially like people. I try to mostly be friends with busy people because they're doing things and they're making that forward progression. But lining that up is kind of hard, you know.
Yes.
But, yeah. So as some of you might see, I got a new webcam, so that's cool, man. Not the audio listeners aren't gonna see that, but I got a new webcam. My friend, he hit me up and he's like, "Man, are you doing a show on your phone?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I had a little technical difficulties. I don't have a webcam right now, and one of my laptops is garbage." And he hit me up and was just like, "Well, send me your address." I sent it to him, and then a couple days later, the next day, the webcam showed up, and a couple days later, a green screen showed up. I haven't been able to set the green screen up yet, but yeah, man, pretty soon we're gonna. He said it's something to do with I got something for the aesthetic of your show, and talking about helping me collaborating with me and kind of helping me with some of my editing and shit. So I'm excited about that, man. Yeah, solid. Shout out to Pat, man. Shout out to Pat. And put his whole name. I don't know if he wants to get blasted like that, but
all right, Pat.
Yeah,
good on you, Pat.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he's a homie since like I want to say we've been friends since like 6th grade, man. Since Garrison Middle School. So shout out to Patrick, man.
You know what popped up in my feed in my Facebook memories the other day?
Huh.
You remember that post? And this is probably the first time when you and I really started chatting with each other, like outside of just in the fitness group we were in on Facebook. We became friends through the Physiques of Greatness fitness group.
Yeah, man. I still got a lot of soldiers on my Facebook from that.
Yeah. So we added each other and quite a few other people, right, from that group as personal friends on Facebook. And then, but, you know, you didn't really like talk, like not person to person that often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember I put out this post, like you and I would like each other's posts and stuff, or like leave little comments. But the first time we really got chatting was when I said that I was watching The Twilight Zone, and I was talking about how much I love The Twilight Zone, and you were like, "Oh shit, Twilight Zone is that shit, bro." And then like we started talking about it, and then the more we started talking, the more we realized we had all this other shit in common, and now it's like we both know we both have foreskin, so it's like.
It's so weird. It's so weird. That was so obscure how that came up. I'll send you this meme about cut your dick. Something God, like God's telling you to cut your dick, and it's like,
yeah,
bro. I came out like a normal animal. I didn't give the ears cropped.
Yeah,
and it's like fucking what? Same.
Same, bro. Long lost brothers for life.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Yeah, it's kind of fucked up because I remember being insecure about that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
because all the other kids, like, you know, they wouldn't built the same.
Childhood mutilation.
Yeah. And so I grew up thinking like I was a weirdo, right?
Yeah.
And then like just really insecure about that. Like not even so much like worried about getting undressed in front of other kids because of like my dick or anything, but it was because it was different. And I was gonna say, yeah, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm worried about my dick size. It was about the fact that it was weird looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like contemporarily weird looking. But I don't know how we get in this conversation, but so when I had my son, that was on my mind, right? Because you know, I'm thinking like, I don't want my son to feel like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm so stupid, man, because now I regret it. But yeah, I had my son circumcised, and I was and thinking about it now, and just I have a completely different view on it now. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, man, yeah, that's fucking like mutilation. What the fuck, dude? Like, what a sick ass idea. Like, but and like, but I was just so
like, it's super culturally normalized, but it's like, bruh, why are we cutting the skin off the end of our kids' wieners? That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
It's nuts. And I did it, and I felt terrible, man, because just a year or two afterwards, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, because I wanted him to not feel that same, like, worry and shame and, like, worried about. But then I also noticed that it's becoming less and less common now. Like, it's not as common for people to circumcise their children. And so he probably wouldn't have been that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it might be like 50-50 now. You know, I mean, it's not as common at all. So
cut to uncut ratio is
bad.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Well, now watch he's gonna feel weird because everybody else ain't.
Because like, he's clipped and everybody else, man, wouldn't that be about a bitch?
Hey, dude, what's up with your dick? Who cut your dick off? Like, what the fuck? Your dad's a sadistic fuck.
What? Yeah. Living these days.
Anyway.
Yeah. So.
Dick talk. Okay.
This is not the first time dick talk has been a thing on Long Lost Brothers.
No.
If it's ever last, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So anything else, Matt? You been watching anything else? You said you was like watching The Conjuring, watching the shit out of The Conjuring.
Oh, man. That new Conjuring. Fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, I told you I haven't been a Conjuring fan. I just haven't watched them. I haven't watched
them. Okay, so I think The Conjuring 2 is arguably one of the greatest horror movies of all time. I mean, it's not Kubrick, but it's scary shit, bro. It's well written, good actors. You know, the people that play the I can't ever think of their name when I'm going to be on a podcast. Not the Lutzes. Those are the people from the Amityville Horror, right? Because the Conjuring 1 is like right after the Amityville Horror, and so it's like tailing the what's the people's names? The Warrens. Kimberly didn't tell me. I knew it. The Warrens. They're demonologists, and it's their stories and their pursuit of demon hunting. So this last one is and they're all based on true stories, is why they're fucking dope. But then they have like other things in the universe that are not based on true stories. And when I say based, it's very loosely. It's like, you know, take this to some fucking next level shit. But so like out of all of the Conjuring universe, there's like even like Annabelle, man. Like I'm not one to be scared of some little ass fucking doll, but like some freaky shit. That Annabelle Homecoming, I think it is. That shit was wild, bro. And
so all that shit is in one universe.
Yeah, because Annabelle is like a very minor character. They just have possession of this doll, and they keep all these little demonic trinkets and shit locked up at their house because it's like getting guns off the street, if you will.
Yeah. What is the Nun part of the series?
Yeah, it is. And that's the absolute fucking worst movie of the fucking Conjuring universe. Is like, man, you didn't have to do that. Like,
what did you think of? Did you like the Quiet Place movies?
I watched the first one. I don't think I saw the second.
Okay, I haven't watched them at all. Like, I seen little snippets of the first one, I think, but that's kind of one I was interested
Quiet
in,
Place
just
is
because.
like the one where it's like everybody has to be super fucking quiet, or these crazy beasts come and snatch them up, right?
Yeah.
I watched the first one. I have not seen the second one. The first one was all right, man. It was kind of a little, it's a jump scare movie.
Yeah, and that dude, the dude, the actor in it, I can't remember his name right now, but he's slated to. Everybody's saying that he's or wants him to be cast as Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards in the MCU, Fantastic Four.
They got it right this time, man. This is like their last shot with that Fantastic Four.
I have faith.
I mean, like I fucked with the original ones just because like I'm like they're giving us a cartoon, real life cartoon. Like this is a comic book movie. You have to be a little forgiving. But I mean, they did the thing, man. Can't be mad at it. I mean, that second iteration was kind of trash.
Yeah. I think. But what? Oh yeah, what was I saying? That actor, him and his wife are the stars of that movie. Like they're real life husband and wife, and he wrote the films as well. So that motherfucker's the director, the writer, the lead actor, and his wife is the lead actress.
Well, yeah, he's like, we're taking this whole check home.
Yeah,
they're probably at their house geeking the fuck out on that shit, just going.
Dope. It's pretty dope too because the movie blew up. Remember when Quiet Place came out? Like it was a big fucking deal. Made a lot of money.
Yeah. I had it mistaken for Bird Box for a second, but yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, fucking Bird Box. Did you like Bird Box?
Yeah, it was alright. It was okay. Homegirl's always killing it. She's a great actor. She carried that movie on her back. Sandra Bullock, yeah, but
have you ever seen Murder by Numbers?
I haven't.
That's the Sandra Bullock movie. Is fucking dope as fuck, man, and it's super underrated. Nobody ever talks about it, but she's like a detective in this movie, and she's trying to hunt down this fucking someone who killed this girl in this town. But these dudes, I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to ruin the movie, but there's these dudes in the movie who plan the perfect number. They do it, or the perfect murder. They do it by the numbers, right? By the book to get away with it. Like hiding forensics and fucking putting people off the path and fucking putting them on the path of like arresting the wrong person. Like fucking it's good, man. Super underrated. I don't know what it like Rotten Tomatoes score is on that motherfucker, but I remember watching it and being like, this is a fucking good ass movie if you like movies about murder and forensics and shit like that.
Man, you know what we just watched mostly Kimberly watched, I kept falling asleep, man. It's Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
All of
the
them.
Whole series. Yeah.
Yeah, well, man, I'm telling you, HBO Max, buck for buck, is the shit.
Yeah, I really want it. I want to get it just because of all the people hate on DC shit, but there's some quality stuff in there, like especially when it comes to animation, especially when it comes to like.
Well, I just watched when I was sick, man. I watched that I don't give. You can't tell me shit. And the animation in DC is fucking murdering, bro.
Yeah,
big time. Like that fucking was it called War or Warzone? It's this Justice League movie, and man, I was in that shit like hell yeah. They had Doomsday and they had the whole Shazam. I mean, because they don't got to pay no extra actors no money. It's just some dude to come pretend that they're that dude for a minute, so they can do whatever. That Green Lantern, they'll put Batman off the top. Again, what are those fuckers called in
Parademons. Parademon.
Parademon, yeah, fighting parademons. They explain how the parademons are just people, like different people from different galaxies. And it's like way more than the Justice League movie. The way that they show it is so in depth. It's like you learn more, and then it makes you like the actual live films better because you understand the plot more.
Yeah, and that Flashpoint,
like cuss words and like kill people, like that Batman, the something joke,
the killing joke.
That shit is fucking hard, bro, and all that shit's on Max.
Yeah, I know that's one of the main reasons I want to get it because like I was on that DC app for a minute when they had the DC app.
They have all those shows, and they're coming out with a new season of Titans, man.
Yeah, so they got rid of the DC app, and all the shit that was on there went over to HBO Max. Yeah. And the only thing that sucks is like I guess the Swamp Thing show got canceled.
That was a USA show, wasn't it?
No, Swamp Thing it was on the DC Universe app, and then I've heard though that it might end up on CW now. Like they might fucking move it to
What
CW.
is it? It was a CW. I remember there's an old Swamp Thing show
Yeah.
on USA. You remember that, man?
Oh yeah.
This new one was way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna ask you, isn't there a new animated Batman movie out right now? Is that on Max? Like I heard people talking about it and shit.
hold on. There's a thing that they're talking about. It's a Harley Quinn show, but it's like all villains. And then this is why people are talking about Batman right now because he's in it and he was going down on Catwoman. And DC was like, "Whoa, no, we cannot have this going down. Batman doesn't lick coochie, sir."
Yeah.
And so the writers were like, DC's being a bunch of little bitches, and fucking this is what they said: the heroes don't eat pussy. And it's like, man, I cannot believe Batman wouldn't be orally stimulating the vagina. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire playboy. You think he hasn't put his face in some vagina? I think he has. I'm willing to bet. I mean, like let's look at all the Batmans and who do you think does and doesn't? Like Michael Keaton. Want to get crazy? Come on, let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts.
You remember that part? We got smashed up.
Yep.
And then give me a sucker.
Yeah.
He just
yeah, bro. So Christian Bale, and then what else? You got George Clooney. You got
George,
Val Val Kilmer's eating some muff, bro. You know Val Kilmer's fucking diving.
Oh, you already know. Val Kilmer, come on, man. That was just a bad lag choice target.
Oh, man. But yeah, I think I want to get on that HBO Max. If I ever get back into getting streaming services again, like I said, we gave up Netflix, we gave up all them shits, man. I think we have Hulu and Disney Plus because it's in a package deal together, and we got Discovery.
Hulu's the only one I don't really fuck with, man. Man, Paramount almost had me buying theirs, but my budget's a little tight right now, so I gotta cut the frills. But yeah, I ain't giving up Max. I cannot give up Disney Plus because that's got like all the Marvel shit, and then I don't know. I got Amazon. I got some channels on there. I got Stars on there.
I do got Amazon. I don't have the channels though. I just have Amazon Prime. Like
Stars
they got good ass movies. Go ahead.
American Gods. Oh man, plus HBO Max, man, they got Game of Thrones, they got Sopranos, they got Curb Your Enthusiasm, like they got all their HBO shows too. Mm-hmm. So it's like bang for a buck. I think that's my top streaming service right now. I mean Netflix is always killing it too. I mean I'm not taking nothing away from them, but HBO Max is right there on par with them.
I want to get caught back up on Titans, and I never watched season 2 of Doom Patrol, which I love. So I know season 1 of Doom Patrol was my shit, man. I love that. Like I love that series.
Good show, man.
Yeah,
good show. I don't know if they're doing season 3, but man, Brendan Fraser really came back on that.
Yeah,
like playing that robot dude.
Yeah,
he's all right.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's my shit. I remember, man, that DC app was fire. I don't think that it had enough content to support a whole app, but I'm glad that HBO absorbed it. It's like if you're a comic book reader, it does because it had every show after that. You could click on the comic book and scroll it page for page, and that was gangster. But,
yeah, that was cool. It was a mix of a comic app and a streaming app. It was pretty cool. Like but yeah, I think all that stuff is on Max now. I don't know about like I know Batman the Animated Series was on there. All the Batman shows, so like Batman Beyond and all that.
And all the Mortal Kombat shit too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All the Mortal Kombat movies are on there, and all the animes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's good, man. Can't be mad at the Max.
I think if I get back into it, that'll probably be the first thing. Like, be like HBO Max.
And it's just because they're premiering everything that's coming out in the theater for. Like The Conjuring, that was in the theater or streaming on HBO Max. Wonder Woman 1984, streaming or on the app. It's like, and it's saying they don't charge no extra. They're not on that Disney move where it's like, yeah, you can watch it, but it's $30 on top of your normal bill, sir.
Yeah, Disney is not afraid to ask for money, and nor should they be. They're fucking pumping out amazing content. But we just were looking at prices to take our kids to Disney World next year. It's
Uh,
a fuck, dude. Like it's fuck. It is insane. It is stupid how much it costs to go to the park. Like my
yeah,
daughter is. They have like a category for like ages 3 to 9. So this is how their tickets are priced, right? They got like 0 to 3, 3 to 9,
yeah,
and then like 9 and up, right?
yeah, yeah.
And
Universal Studios too.
dude, 3 to 9 is like $350 a ticket, bro. It's fucking insane.
Man, so I was like, man, I want to take Kimberly somewhere cool, right? I mean, I want to take the kids too. But I was thinking, I was looking at Snapchat. So I was scroll all the way down to the bottom. They just have like random stories of different places, you know. And I seen this Harry Potter world, and I was like, oh, word. And then that's in Orlando, Florida. But
Uh-huh.
then I Googled it. I was like, man, that'd be sick. And then it turns out they say Universal Studios, which is also
Yeah,
in California, which is a lot closer. And then they
yeah,
also have a Jurassic Park world. And Kimberly's super into like dinosaurs in general, but Jurassic Park is like her fucking jam, you know. So I'm like,
yeah,
dude, like I'm not super into Jurassic Park. I'm into it, and I'm not super into Harry Potter, but I'm down, you know. I'm not a muggle by any means, but
yeah.
you know, but I look like some kind of mudblood, sir. Anyway,
They have they still own the Hulk too. Universal does.
really,
Yeah, technically they own the Hulk. That's why you ain't seeing no fucking Hulk movies lately.
really, I thought they keep talking about it, but
Yeah.
do
Yep,
they?
they still
So
own it.
how are they getting around all that with
Same way with a deal with Disney, just like
Spider-Man?
Spider. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That I was gonna say that too. Disney is doing that with Black Widow. They're doing the theatrical release or you can
yeah.
watch it for $30 on Disney Plus.
Well, we're talking about. Hold on, I had this point like 5 times and I didn't say it. While we're talking
Oh,
about time traveling, Hulk and actors that are kind of killing shit. Um, the dude that played the original Hulk, Eric Banning, is that his name?
Eric
He was
Bana
in this
from
movie,
the like 2003 Hulk.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was in this movie called The Time Traveler's Wife.
Fucking great movie.
Whew, boy,
Love
say
that
that,
movie.
say that. Then that's a good one,
Love
man. Kimberly
Yeah.
put me onto that, dude. It's a tearjerker.
You want to watch another great Eric Bana movie? Watch Munich.
Munich.
Yeah, it's all about okay, so back in the 80s, I think
Yeah,
it was in the 80s.
there was a murders, right?
Right. Well, this is the story of these fucking I don't know if I think they're like undercover government agent type like secret fucking I don't know what you call it like a fucking hit squad basically
Yeah,
for Israel, and these motherfuckers hunt down the people responsible for the bombings and shit and fucking take them out one by one. Like
that's
it's
kind of
fucking
crazy.
good. Yeah.
Oh, all right, all right, man. I was not a hate like people who hate on the original Hulk. I think they're tripping because it's like, man, that opened a lot of doors, you know.
Yeah.
Like it
I
was
think it's
cartoon.
I think it's the CGI. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I mean it was a little rough,
He
but I
looks
mean
silly.
we accept the X-Men
Yeah.
equally rough. Wolverine's claws when he cuts through that sink, those look hella fake. I can
Yeah.
draw that shit better, and I draw like a fucking moron, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know that I owned that Hulk on DVD and I watched that bitch over and over. That's all there was at the time.
I watched that shit the other night.
You know what? Don't you know what though? People also still hate on the Edward Norton Hulk, but I think it was a fucking great movie. There's
I
nothing wrong with the movie.
I would arguably say they should have kept him. I just think he's hard to work with. Is the rumor?
Yeah, he was on Rogan. You remember a couple months back, maybe a year
I
back?
I
Yeah, Norton was on Rogan. He was talking about the whole deal and stuff. But yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, this guy works. Mark Ruffalo works, I guess. But I just liked that movie, man. I thought that like the villain in it was really good.
yeah
Um, who became Abomination? Like I fucking
yeah
thought it was great, man. I thought it was great.
yeah yeah the actor, man, he was in something else. He was really good. Lie to Me. He's in that USA show, Lie to Me. He's pretty good, man. He's a good actor. I like that dude. And then seeing him like be some little like juiced up
Dude,
badass.
that guy's in so much shit. That dude was in Pulp Fiction. You remember that?
Right. Yeah, Mr. Orange, right?
Yeah. No, that's Reservoir Dogs. You're talking about Reservoir Dogs.
I am.
But he's in Pulp Fiction as well. He's the guy in the diner with the chick before they rob the place.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, stay cool, Honey Bunny. Stay cool.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good one, man. I haven't watched any of them. Dude, I'm like retarded for drawing blanks on names today, but all them Quentin Tarantino movies, man, I haven't watched any of those in a minute. Kimberly's not a fan of the Kill Bill movies, which I am, so we don't really get to watch that around here. But
I'm a massive fucking Tarantino fan, like fucking crazy.
Kimberly just doesn't like Uma Thurman.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? That's his newest one that came out like 2 summers ago.
I feel like I did, but I can't recall.
Brad Pitt. And,
yeah, I did watch that, man. I think I saw that in the theater, actually.
Yeah, it was good. I like it. Yeah,
that is a good one, man. Where he beats up Bruce Lee and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. All right, man. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, dude. I gotta attend to some things, but good episode, man. Good times.
Yeah, man. I love it. We're talking about dicks getting cut. We're talking about movies. We're talking about COVID-19.
We're talking about Fred's got COVID and we're both not circumcised. I mean, what else is there to cover?
I love it, man. This is what the show's all about.
If it wasn't.
All right. If you guys enjoyed this random ass conversation, you can watch a lot of our past episodes on Facebook. Just go search out Long Lost Brothers on Facebook. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at @longlostbrothers_podcast. I put out the episodes on my YouTube channel, Daily BS, or you can find us on any podcast app around. Basically, anywhere where podcasts are heard, we're there. So,
sure.
All right.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to promote, man, other than the Long Lost Brothers and the Jesse Show, and you guys can find me on the gram at the _Jesse_show. Just YouTube me the Jesse Show, doing that keto cut up thing if you want to check it out. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure to be back. Boys are back, so there's a good episode, man, and we'll see you
next week.
Yeah. All right, my man.
All right. Later, man.
Peace.